Just over a week after that failed rebellion in Russia, the leader of the Wagner Group has seemingly resurfaced. A new audio recording posted on social media has been attributed to Yevgeny Prigozhin. In it, the exiled leader seems to call for support and vows to return to the front lines again. We want to point out NBC News has not authenticated this message. NBC News foreign correspondent Kelly Kobiea joins us now from Poltava, Ukraine, with the latest. Kelly, good morning. So what more can you tell us about this recording? Is it clear where Prigozhin is or how he's actually doing right now?
Yeah, Joe, a lot of questions surrounding the whereabouts of Prigozhin still. You'll recall a few days ago, the president of Belarus, Lukashenko, said that Prigozhin had arrived in his country in Belarus, but we haven't seen him publicly since those images of him being cheered and taking selfies with Russians in that southern city of Rostov-on-Don. But we do now have this audio recording, which was posted to a Telegram channel that is sympathetic to the Wagner Group and to Prigozhin. Our colleagues in Moscow said the voice sounds like him, the way he speaks sounds like Prigozhin, but as you said, it's really difficult to authenticate that this actually is him. But in the message, it's interesting. He sort of hints around at what's to come for his Wagner Group. He says that in the near future, people will see our next victories on the front, suggesting possibly that he and his fighters could be back in Ukraine at some point. We don't know. And he also says, defends once again his actions on that Saturday a week and a half ago, saying that that march on Moscow was actually aimed at fighting traitors, saying that he thinks that they achieved many of their aims. But no, a lot of questions still, Joe, and we don't know how many of his fighters will be following him to Belarus. There have been reports about satellite images purportedly showing camps being set up in Belarus. None of that has been confirmed or verified. Joe?
Kelly, we're also hearing from President Putin for the first time on the international stage since the Wagner Group march on Moscow. What should we know about his speech? What was his message?
Yeah, and he's been very visible since that insurrection. You'll recall we didn't see him for probably the first 24 to 48 hours, aside from two very short addresses to the nation. And since then, we've seen him quite often, actually. He was greeting crowds in Dagestan a few days ago. He's been seen presenting awards and commemorating the fallen airmen who died during the insurrection. This latest public appearance was a virtual summit with friendly countries, with India and China. And I think it was meant to portray that Russia is stable, it's united, and that he is in charge. He said that Russia has never been more united than now. He said that sanctions are only making the country stronger. So again, part of this narrative that Russia is stable, that he's in control, and he's still popular. In fact, there was an unusual, I would say, video of him welcoming a young girl into his Kremlin office that was released just in the past 12 hours or so. And he's laughing, he's smiling, he kisses her on the head at one point. Again, that image of a man of the people, a caring leader, a man in control. Joe.
All right. Kelly Kobiea reporting from Ukraine. Kelly, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.